Hello everyone, today I'm here with my November wrap up, all of the books that I read during the month of November. Now despite the fact that it was NaNoWriMo in November, and because of that reading had to take a bit of a back seat, I managed to read more books than I thought I would, and some chunky books too. So firstly, I ended up reading Beautiful Chaos by Garcia and Margaret Stohl. I listened to this one on audiobook and So I read the first book and enjoyed it, read the second book, had some problems with it, and it wasn't that there was anything really terribly wrong in this story, I've totally lost interest in this series. There wasn't any major things about this story that I didn't like. The plot was okay. I was annoyed with some of the actions of the characters in this book. Some of the characters that really irritated me in book 2, they redeemed themselves a little bit in book 3, which was interesting. But the fact was, I think it's just been way too long since I read the first book, so I should have just marathoned the entire series right at the get-go, because I've left it so long. I've totally lost interest in the story and this series. I'm just not invested emotionally. Like, there was quite a few scenes where I should have been really quite emotional. What was happening to some of these characters were enough to merit me probably tearing up a tiny bit, or at least caring, but I didn't care. Drama was going down and I was just like, whatever. So yeah, I think had I read this a while ago, I might have liked it a little bit more. Who knows? I ended up giving about a 2, maybe 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then I also picked up Heir of Fire by Maas, the third book in the Throne of Glass series. I really enjoyed this book. I found again the beginning half was a little bit slower than the last portion of the book, but I did really like Selena's development in this story. I also really enjoyed some of the characters that we ended up meeting in this one as well. There's also a little change of scenery that happens, which I liked. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to say without spoiling it. This is really hard. The important thing to note, however, is that I enjoyed the book. I gave it about a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Very much enjoyed this one. And then moving on to Queen of Shadows by Maas, the 4th book of the Throne of Glass series. Oh my gosh, so much happened in this book. There's a particular character that makes an appearance in this book, and I have been anticipating this moment since I read Assassin's Blade. I've just been waiting, absolutely waiting for it to happen, and it happened in this book and it was so satisfying. I just can't believe how the story has progressed from Throne of Glass to this. My goodness, this was epic. 5 out of 5 stars. And I also picked up Fairest by Marissa Meyer. This is the novella following Queen Lavanna. This delves into her history and it was quite enlightening, getting to see Lavanna up close and personal and seeing what happened in her past and kind of what the things were that shaped who she was, but at the same time she's still such a mystery. This was definitely an enjoyable read, and I totally would not have objected if this had been a little bit longer and we'd seen a little more that had happened in her life previously, but I still enjoyed it and gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. So those are all the books that I ended up reading in November. I didn't put up any reviews this month, though I do have 4 filmed and waiting to be edited, so hopefully I can get some of those out to you in December. That's all that I have to say for this video, nice and short and sweet, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I should have my December TBR video up pretty soon, so look forward to that, and until then, I'll see you next time. Bye!